an abandoned, sagging structure that locals claim was cursed. No one dared step foot inside for decades, but for Melissa, an amateur photographer with a taste for the macabre, it was irresistible. She wanted to capture the eerie beauty of decay, the haunting stillness of forgotten places. As the heavy oak door creaked open, Melissa stepped into the stale air. Dust motes swirled in the faint light, spilling through broken windows. The house was eerily quiet, save for the occasional groan of the warped wooden floorboards beneath her boots. She wandered through the rooms, snapping pictures of crumbling wallpaper and rusted fixtures. But it was the cellar door, slightly ajar, that caught her attention. A cold draft whispered from below, carrying with it a faint, sour odor. Her breath hitched. She knew better than to investigate, but curiosity overruled caution. The narrow staircase descended into darkness, her flashlight barely cutting through the thick gloom. At the bottom, the cellar spread out in all directions, walls lined with ancient shelves stacked with dusty jars. The air felt heavier down there, oppressive. Melissa adjusted her camera and began to snap pictures. Then she heard it, a faint whisper, so soft she almost dismissed it as her imagination. "Help me!" She froze, her heart hammering in her chest. The voice was faint but distinct, and it came from the far corner of the cellar, where shadows seemed unnaturally thick. Is someone there?" she called out, her voice trembling. The whisper came again, louder this time. "Help me!" She stepped closer, her flashlight beam trembling as her hand shook. In the corner, she saw an old mirror leaning against the wall, its surface warped and tarnished with age. But as she approached, the reflection wasn't hers. The figure in the mirror was pale, gaunt, and eyeless. Its mouth opened in a grotesque grin, revealing teeth like jagged shards of glass. The whisper came again, but this time it was in her ear. "Stay with me." Before she could scream, hands, cold, skeletal hands, shot out from the mirror, gripping her arms with impossible strength. The flashlight clattered to the ground, its beam spinning wildly, casting grotesque shadows on the walls. She struggled, but the hands pulled her closer, her face inches from the glass. The figure inside smiled wider, its grin stretching unnaturally, splitting its face as a dark, viscous liquid dripped from its mouth. The last thing Melissa saw was her own reflection fading, replaced entirely by the eyeless creature, dragging her into the mirror's depths. When the locals finally ventured into the house months later, drawn by rumors of strange lights at night, all they found was Melissa's camera lying on the cellar floor. Her pictures, later developed, told a chilling story. Every frame leading up to the last showed Melissa's terrified face, caught in the reflection of the mirror. But the final photo was the worst. It was of the cellar, empty, save for a pale, gaunt figure in the corner, smiling.